Welcome, 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 Dr. Jason Dean, drjasondean.com. It's your source for health, freedom, and knowledge. I hope you're having a great day. Now, I titled this something a little bit shocking because, quite frankly, it is a little bit shocking on what we're dealing with, what we're seeing. So first off, head on over to the site. I have a couple places for you to go. The first one is right to drjasondean.com. You'll see information there that is ever evolving. You'll see the MVX test. It's called the Metabolic Vulnerability Index test, okay? You'll see that at the top is a red button. If you want to grab that, grab it today. Really important. It's fantastic stuff. We'll find out why you're struggling. Now, if you are looking for information on parasites, do me a favor. I built an entire workshop just for you. Head on over to parasiteworkshop.com. Again, just how it sounds, spelled the same. Parasiteworkshop.com, free to you. Jump on in the full moon protocol, but go get educated first. I give you information, and we're making that new all the time, so make sure you check back as well. And then if you want deeper information as well as a quiz, do you have parasites? Are you not sure? Well, you can take a quiz. Head on over to parasitebible.com. That is my Parasite Bible that I made for you, always being updated as well. Parasitebible.com. Check that out. We are 2 days from a new moon, and not just a new moon. It's a super new moon. How many of you are struggling right now? The reason I say this is this never fails. Every time a full moon comes around, every time a new moon comes around, which is every single month, by the way, they come every 2 weeks. Full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, and it continues to go around and around all year long over the years, okay? So I know you're feeling it. And the reason I say this is because just today, I mean, honestly, in the first couple hours of my day, I have multiple people, especially females. I had 2 of them this morning. 3 of them this morning, actually. Three women really struggling. What were they dealing with? One has had a headache. Now, I can't comprehend this because I'm a guy. Like, if we get the flu or a little bit of a cold, we're down for days and we act like we're dying. We know that. I know many of you have spouses out there that act like they're dying if they have the cold while you're running the household. We get it. Ladies, this woman today had a migraine for 3 days straight before coming in to see me. A migraine for 3 days. What is she battling? She's battling parasites and infections in her body, and I've been telling her for a long period of time, you're struggling. Now, here's the kicker. She's been told by her doctors, and tell me if you've had this same thing happen to you. She's been told that she has a hormone imbalance. Her thyroid isn't working, they said. They have been tweaking her thyroid medication for years. Now, let me get this straight. She and many of you are running to your medical doctor or even your functional medicine doctor, and they tweak constantly your thyroid medication for whatever it is, thyroid, autoimmune, Hashimoto's, doesn't matter, hypothyroid, hypo, doesn't matter. They continue to try to tweak it, but it's still not getting you to where you need to go. How many more times are they going to tweak it before you realize maybe it's not just your thyroid is becoming the problem? Oh, and by the way, if your thyroid's off, you're probably getting some heart arrhythmias, you're getting rapid heartbeat, slow heartbeat, your pulse is off, your blood pressure is off. Folks, it's not just your thyroid. You have a liver problem as well. The liver controls the thyroid. The thyroid controls the heart rate. Maybe you're not even dealing with a thyroid issue to begin with. Anyway, I told her, I said, you're 2 days from a new moon, and it's a super moon. That's why you have the migraine for 3 days. You're leading in to the moon. You got to take care of these parasites. You have to go after the infection, and then you have to regulate properly the body, the endocrine system, and your hormones. All right? We're working with that one. We're going to get that handled. If you've had that, go get our MVX test. drjasondean.com/MVX. Go grab it. It's right on the website. I'll find out. I'll tell you what's going on. Now, the second one, right? The second one, this woman comes in. She's phenomenal. She's fantastic. Her body inflamed as soon as we started going into the new moon. Exploded. Skin, even red patchy stuff on her face. Why? Because the infection flares up. Now, some people, I can't even go after the parasites yet. Here's the crazy part, everybody. Some of you, I have to go after drainage first. Some of you, I have to go after inflammation first. Some of you, I have to go after the water balance first because your body can't even handle killing off or removing parasites yet. That's a struggle. And many of you flare up even worse than normal on these new moons and full moons. Now, how do I know this? Because I see it all the time. Again, I've had multiple women in the last couple days with terrible headaches. You got to go after the infections and the toxins. You got to drain the body out. Why are you continuing to struggle when you don't need to struggle? Somebody asked me yesterday, Dr. Dean, why are you doing this and how do you know this information but all these other doctors don't? Can I tell you one of the reasons why? Constant study, constant research. What do I do from the time I get up to the time that I go to bed? I watch very little television. Sometimes on the weekend I kick back and I'll relax a little bit. I think I buy a book or two every week. I have a Kindle that I'm constantly updating and bringing in new books. I go get old textbooks from schools and other functional medicine, nutrition, and old-time doctors. I'm constantly studying. I was just reading on parasitology last night. They're not even telling you that they are studying right now the ancient Romans, Sumerians, and others and how parasites affected them. Folks, parasites are not new. Parasites have been going on forever and they have failed to let you know about it. That's why I'm all over this while others are not. It's constant study, constant information. Why? We have an entire population to handle, folks. Some of you are dealing with really, really bad anxiety, stress overwhelm, depression, right? And you're battling it every single day. Why? Because they're stealing everything you have. You're battling these things and the medications are continuing to rise for Americans. You have to battle this. Here's the problem. And I find this on all the blood tests that I do. So if you want to find this out for yourself and then find a way to get help, I will help you. Go to drjasondean.com/MVX, right? drjasondean.com/MVX. You can get your blood test today. I will tell you exactly how much you have in you. I will also tell you how malnourished you are. Wait. Dr. Dean, I'm malnourished. What does that mean? But I eat clean. That's what I hear all the time. I eat clean. I'm eating good. Folks, your food has lost anywhere from 40 to 80% of its nutrition. Now, that's the food, by the way, and that's even organic food. You've lost 40 to 80% of the nutrition in your food. On top of that, over 80%, I've read studies of over 90% of all food under the skies that you've seen are soaked in glyphosate. So now you have a deficiency. You also have a glyphosate toxin problem with parasites, by the way. Because when glyphosate happens and when glyphosate's on your food, parasites go up, infections go up. Okay? On top of that, over 90% of you right now, how do I know this? Because 90% or more of America is pre-diabetic or diabetic, which means your liver's not operating. When I run that MVX test, I find that over 90% of you are not even absorbing your nutrition. You're malnourished, meaning you're missing stuff. Why are your hormones not working? Why do you feel bloated? Why do you feel distended? Why do you have brain fog? Why do you have digestive issues? Why do you have lack of clarity, anxiety, depression? Why do you have all these things? Why is your menopause out of control? Why is your perimenopause out of control? Why are your hormones out of control? Why is your thyroid out of control? Why do you feel exhausted? Why do you feel the way you do? Because you're literally deficient. You're mineral deficient. You're vitamin B deficient across the board. You're vitamin A deficient. You're deficient. We didn't do this to you. It's been done to you, but you didn't know it. This is why your body is not working. When you become deficient, infections take over. Parasites take over. Bacteria take over. Lyme takes over. Ehrlichia, Mycoplasma, Bartonella, Borrelia, they all take over because you're deficient. This is why we see this so much. I'm telling you, everybody, there are people that I can't even start removing the parasites until I actually drain their body. Why? What's happening? Because they're gaining weight. How many of you are gaining weight in this area right here? Right? Your abdomen, hips. It's not because you're broken. It's because you're deficient. Your metabolism has slowed down in that area. You can go run and work out till you're blue in the face. You can cut calories till you're blue in the face. Until you've handled the infections and then the toxins, you're not going to recover. Your autoimmune condition is not going to recover. Your fatigue is not going to reverse itself. Parasites steal your minerals. Parasites steal your vitamins. Parasites totally remove your B vitamins. It's bad, everybody. Again, your food is lacking the nutrition 40 to 80%. 90+% of your food has glyphosate on it. And then on top of that, your liver is deficient. 90% of Americans, liver deficiencies and diabetic, which is a liver problem. That means, let's just put some math together, even though this is not the real math. Let's just say 95 to 99% of you out there. And trust me, I've had to work on myself. As I teach this, I'm also building myself up. I'm also removing it out of me. 95 to 99% of you are completely malnourished. And it doesn't matter if you're eating perfectly free-range organic. It doesn't matter if you take every supplement under the sun. I know how many people walk into my office. I'm not joking. I had one this morning. She had an entire shopping bag. It was about a half full for her. I usually see them 3/4 to full. These bags, these gigantic like fabric bags, or sometimes they're like that Whole Foods or paper bag, half to full of random supplements. I've had people come into my office that have a garbage bag full of parasite protocols. They take them, they don't feel good. Usually because of garbage supplements, because you're buying them off of random places, right? With me, you get physician grade level supplements. Did you know I'm one of the only ones that's allowed to carry the supplements that we carry to you, the public out there? The reason why? We're effective. We help people, we fix people. But you're not absorbing your nutrition, you're not absorbing your supplements. Then you become pill fatigue because you're not even taking the right stuff. And you don't even know you're not taking the right stuff. Your blood work, your testing shows me that. So, we're going to navigate through this new moon the best we can. I want you to do me a favor. Head on over to the free Parasite Workshop. Parasiteworkshop.com. Parasiteworkshop.com. If you want to test yourself and find out if you have parasites, go to my free Parasite Bible. Go to parasitebible.com. Parasitebible.com. A little bit of a $7 fee there. It's well worth it. We're building that up all the time. And then if you want to find out how you can best help yourself, I'm going to be taking some people on Parasite Protocol one-on-ones. Head on over to drjasondeen.com/MVX. If you go right to the website, you'll see a red button, MVX test. Everybody, it's the new moon in 2 days. I know you're struggling because I've dealt with people that have been struggling for a couple days now going into this moon. And when this new moon's over, you have a full moon in 2 weeks. When that full moon is over, you have another new moon in 2 more weeks. The cycle doesn't end until you break your cycle. Allow me to help you fix that cycle. Let's break your broken cycle. Let's actually get you fixed. All right, everybody, check out the free Parasite Workshop. Again, parasiteworkshop.com. Check out the Parasite Bible, parasitebible.com. And if you want your MVX test, go to drjasondeen.com at the top, red button. I want you to have a great rest of your Thursday. Let's double down and remove these parasites. All right, everybody? Have a great rest of your day. Love, serve, and help the best you possibly can. I am Dr. Jason Dean. Have a good one, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.